Why is WHLM stock going up higher? WHLM closed the session of the 9th of April 2021 at $5.256. Currently it is at $7.82, which is about 41% increase. 1.3 million shares have crossed the tape, and it seems there's some piece of news here. We can also see that there is a very relatively small float of 5.157 million shares. 27.1 million dollars is the market capitalization. And look at that, you can see this from SC13D Wilhelmina International, filed by Retail E-commerce Ventures LLC. And that's it. See that disclosure here? It says on April 1st, 2021, REV Holdings entered into a purchase agreement with Lorex Investments AG to acquire 950,000 of the issuer's shares. 950,000 will be close to 20% for aggregate consideration of $9.5 million. Pursuant to the purchase agreement, REV Holdings purchased 237,500 on April 1st, 2021. Subsequent to the initial closing, REV Holdings shall purchase an additional 237,500 shares 90 days following the initial closing, an additional 237,500 shares 90 days following the immediate preceding closing, 118,750 shares 90 days following the immediate preceding closing, and an additional 118,750 shares 90 days following the immediate preceding closing. REV Holdings may also accelerate any scheduled purchase to such earlier date as it may elect by written notice. The source of funds for the purchases described below were working capital of REV and models. The purchase price was raised by the reporting persons in financings with certain accredited investors for working capital purposes and this transaction. So the purpose of the transaction, in connection with the execution of the purchase agreement, REV Holdings also entered into a mutual support agreement with Newcastle Partners LP. Pursuant to the mutual support agreement, each of Newcastle and REV Holdings agreed to use their commercially reasonable efforts to cost their representatives serving on issuers board of directors to vote to nominate and recommend the election of individuals designated by such parties. Okay, so that's aside, but in any case, the point is that this is what people are relying on, the market participants are relying on. So over the course of so many months, these guys will continue to purchase shares of REV, of Wilhelmina. So currently they are pushing to acquire 20% of Wilhelmina International. So I think they have they entered this agreement with Lorex, not exactly with Wilhelmina. So they have so they're gradually picking them all up. So it's becoming of interest to a lot of market participants. That is what has taken the stock up about 41%. Just bear with us with this blank screen. So moving down, we can see that momentum seems to be moving sideways, and we're going to come back to the stock. We can see momentum, volume was been moving sideways. Momentum is also waning. MACD is below the signal line, or just converged with it, I think. And it says Wilhelmina appears to be consolidating within a longer term uptrend. Shares are presently above the 200-day moving average, which is rising along with the 10-day moving average. However, the average directional index is below 20, indicating that shares have exhibited sideways movement recently. Comparative relative strength analysis shows that the issue is lagging the S&P 500. Momentum for Wilhelmina is strongly bearish. The 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is falling as investors sell shares and drive the price lower, but that is not exactly what's going on now. So we're going to ignore that because we are currently dealing with a more than 41% increase right now. And if you observe that this stock was trading below all of its short and intermediate trend lines as at the close of the 9th of April and took action, you would have been enjoying what is going on now. So always never ever ignore this, this folks, REV folks may have observed that this stock was trading at it was trading below its short-term and intermediate trend lines when they put out this announcement. That announcement came out at 4:50 p.m. Eastern US time. So I'm not saying that it's a calculated move, but in any case though, if you yourself observe that this stock was presenting a buying opportunity, an entry opportunity, and you took advantage of that, you would have been enjoying what's going on here. So let's even try and see where the stock was at as at the 1st of April to see what's going on. So as at the 1st of April, so let's see, 29th, 3rd. So as at that time, as at the 3rd, it seems there isn't anything for the 1st of April. So in any case though, okay, this is 31st of March, so we have to go back all the find 1st of April. Okay, 1st of April, yes, 1st of April, exactly, yes, you can see that 1st of April itself, the stock was also presenting yet a buying opportunity. So that was when that purchase was made. So I believe this might continue that pattern. It might continue to go up and down. So people might be observing. So this 41% increase might also lead to yet another retracement as well, and pending the date, REV will make another purchase. So you may not be impressed with that, but that is what might happen, because we have seen that. We can evidently see what's going on here. As at the 1st, that was when the first 237,500 shares were picked up. At that point, it was below the short and intermediate trend lines, and it spiked. Since that time, it has retraced again. So we have another purchase again as at the 9th of April, I believe, and it has spiked again. So this is a pattern we might continue to see, and that spike has taken it up close to this sort of levels we are looking at right now. So we'll continue to update you on WHLM. Okay, so if you're new to this channel, subscribe, like, and share if you're really a subscriber. Thank you very much for watching this video.